Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory.
Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard.
Father,
I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again, darling.
I'm sure it is.
Let's make our pact anew. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me.
What? You can't be serious.
You'll find everything is in order.
As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back.
but you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds.
You heard him, right? It's in his god's awful House of Hope. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist.
We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown. And pray the devil doesn't get there first.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and we're back with Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you to those of you that have joined my Dragon Age Origins videos. I really appreciate your faces. I'm having so much fun with that game. It's much easier for me to record that because it takes no editing and I've got no camera, so it's just kind of like I record it and put it up. This takes more editing to do it this way, so that's kind of why those videos are faster than these videos, and these are kind of more in-depth and more intense. So yeah, I am back with Baldur's Gate and today we're going to head towards the House of Hope. Well, first of all, I do want to go and chat to Gortash one more time because there's some extra dialogue that I don't really think I've seen before in previous like playthroughs that I've done. So I don't want to miss out on that on my perfect playthrough, and we're going to go and have a chat. I just have to be really careful because I want to take Karlach with me because obviously they have beef, but I don't want to trigger the fight. So I'm going to have to remember to save beforehand because the likelihood is Karlach is going to just get angry and run a mouth and trigger a fight. And we don't want that because currently Will's dad, Duke Ravengard, is being kept in Gortash's Iron Throne. And if we trigger Gortash and we're no longer allied with him, if we become the enemy of Gortash, he's going to basically kill Will's dad. And we don't want that. We do actually want to try and rescue him. So yeah, we're going to go and see Gortash, then we're going to head to the House of Hope. We may also do a pit stop if we see a familiar face. So that is the plan. But first, I want to go and have a quick chat with Karlach and Minthara because they have thoughts and opinions about Gortash. So Karlach, hi.
Just what I need.
I'm having trouble with the controls after playing Dragon Age because the controls are slightly different.
Hey.
Which is wild to me because I never thought that I would struggle with the controls of Baldur's Gate because I've played it so much. I literally have like hundreds of thousands of hours in this game. So to not be familiar with the controls again is a very weird feeling. Karlach, I'm worried about what Damon said about your engine. We need to get you back to Avernus or it's going to blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
Crazy that a computer game character now has more facial expression than most actresses these days. It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find some solution.
You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
She's so wholesome. Her storyline breaks my heart. And Samantha Beth as well. Like, what a great actress. Like, so much emotion in that. And that, like, how she's smiling as she's saying it. Just, her storyline is just torturous. All right, Karlach. All right. I'll leave it alone for now.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
So again, Gortash is the man who sold her out to Mizora, and that's why she has the infernal engine for a heart in the first place. Okay, speaking of the devil, and she will appear. Okay, Minthara.
Have I been this way before?
Minthara's going to have the Gortash chat. So Karlach hates him, obviously, for what he's done to her. Minthara has other ideas.
You wish to consult me?
Oh, we've got an Orin question, because obviously we did the Temple of Baal recently. Orin is dead. You have your vengeance.
One part of it. A smaller part than I had hoped.
Then let's move on to the next part. Gortash.
As you wish. There is little use fretting over spilt blood.
Okay. I've changed her armor, by the way. I don't know if anyone's noticing that. I've just got a mod that does some dyes. And it's this Triptych dye from the Izzy's Pigments chest. Just in case anyone's noticing. There's a few different dyes in this video. Okay. I'm not done.
Wish to consult me?
Yeah, I hadn't done speaking to you. Why do you favour an alliance with Gortash? After what he's done to Karlach?
He is the only authority figure in Baldur's Gate worth a damn.
I'm here now.
Even as the Elder Brain tears at the foundations of the city, he stands strong and looks for solutions.
Have you been following the plot?
Better for us to be a solution rather than a problem for his steel watch to scrape off the street. It would be wise to return to him and pledge an oath of allegiance before he declares us enemies of the peace.
So she's like, I respect his power and authority. So it's strategic for her. It's like his steel watch are all over the place. Unless we want to be constantly fighting those, we need to keep him on side, at least for now. So all these thoughts are going to be in Dirge's head. I think Dirge would definitely want to kill him, because even though Dirge himself had an alliance with Gortash at one point, which again we'll get hopefully more dialogue about in this video, he's different now. He's a different person with a different mindset, and he's got real friends, right? Real friends who don't sell you out to a devil and cause you to have an infernal engine for a heart. So yeah, he is very protective over Karlach, and I think that definitely means that he's out for Gortash's blood. You know, he's not interested in reforming that pact that they had. Okay, we are going to then head to Worm's Rock and go and have a chat with the guy, Dirge, Karlach, Minthara and Will, because they all have beef or opinions about Gortash. They seem like the ones to take. I like the conflict as well. I like that people have different opinions about what's going on. So I'm going to go to Worm's Rock. Hopefully not drag everyone.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist.
Okay.
And tell me what you were doing in the
All
house.
seems well at Worm's Rock so far. Again, sorry that I am struggling a little bit with the camera. Just different movement. It's kind of throwing me a little bit. Come on, gang, get out of here. See, I'm like right-clicking to make them move because that's what you do in Dragon Age.
Bones.
It's funny seeing you so smitten, Minthara. Didn't think you were able.
I took my first lover before you were a spark in your father's eye, child.
I don't know.
Oh, go on.
All we can do is be patient.
She was a high priestess of House Vandry. Beautiful, elegant, ruthless. I adored her, and had been sharing her bed for some time when the order came that she must die. I stayed with her while the poison did its work, and whispered words of comfort as she slipped away.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Cordia, are you okay? Cordia she was being trained as a priestess of House Vandry. That's her backstory. Cordia is my other character that's not Dirge, in case you're just joining me now. Yeah, she's a cleric as well now, but now she's a cleric of Elistere. So yeah, that's interesting that they've turned out to kind of, well, they're not in a relationship, are they? Because Dirge is in a relationship with her, but it's interesting that they've turned out to kind of be allies, given her past. And also, you know, that could have been a situation that Cordia found herself in, you know, that people were giving orders to your lover to poison you, you know, that's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Again, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. All is quiet in the feast hall, it seems. Keep going. Everything good? Anything we should know about?
A fine day for it.
For what? Murdering my old ally? I guess. But things have changed up here a little bit. I can't remember if we've been back since we've initially talked to him here, but he has basically slaughtered all the nobles who had gathered for his coronation. He's doing a coup basically in Baldur's Gate. So obviously this has been done behind closed doors. People don't really know what's happened here. But now everybody's walking around quite openly with these kind of Bainite black gauntlet hats on and things. Like, they're not hiding who they are now. If anyone walked in, it wouldn't be a good situation for them.
You will hear and you will heed.
Yeah, the Black Hand is Bane.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive day.
It does make me think of Demolition Man. We are going to find you 1 credit. Okay.
Anything of use?
Well, they don't seem to mind me looting the bodies, so that's nice. I'm just wondering if there's any extra lore, like any letters or anything on anyone. Doesn't seem so. What have you got to say for yourself?
In this sanctum, you will obey our Lord and Archduke.
Will I though? Will I though? Anyone else? God, there's lots and lots of people. So it looks like people tried to like flee. Raylan Janeth? Ooh. She's got throwing javelins for Karlach, it seems. Hey, I don't want to take all that stuff. Yeah, the Janeths. We met... this is probably Lady Janeth's dad. So do you remember the Free the Artist quest where the woman was haunted by the ghosts? She's a Janeth. We found a letter indicating that she'd had an affair with Gortash, but he was kind of like getting money and donations off her, so I think he had ulterior motives. Yeah, so... Varmas, Winstera, Holland. I wonder if you've read all the books. I've got one of the books actually. I didn't get very far into it because I got distracted by 1984. But I wonder if you read all the Forgotten Realms books, if these names are all familiar to you. You know, and played like the previous games. I've only played a bit of Baldur's Gate 1. I haven't quite finished it yet. Again, I get distracted very, very easily. So if a game grips my attention, like Baldur's Gate has, then it's like a very, very interesting game, because I get very bored very quickly. I jump from one thing to another. Some of you may have noticed that on my channel when I like start something and then get distracted. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. I am very committed though to finishing my perfect playthrough of Baldur's Gate, because yeah, I love this game so much. I want to do it. I want to do it the honor of committing my time to showing one of my favorite games fully on my channel. Not fully, I don't think I could. There's so many different paths and so many different ways that this game can go. So many hidden things that
Gortash thinks you can be of value. I wouldn't go proving him wrong.
Like every time I play, I discover something new. So again, I think there's scenes here with Gortash that, despite having finished the game a few different times, you know, I haven't necessarily seen everything. Like this guy, I don't know if I've seen this guy until this playthrough. Longbow, studded leather armor. Portier. The Porters are another very notable family. So we know that the head of the Flaming Fist is one of the Porters. I can't remember her first name, but Raphael had an interest in her. He was trying to get his kind of claws into her, but she's also been tadpoled by the Absolute. So it's like everybody's been trying to control the head of the Flaming Fist, who's this noble duke's daughter, and Lord Portier's attendant as well. So yeah, even the attendants didn't get away apparently. I don't think I need the camp supplies. I've got loads.
You seek Archduke Gortash, do you not? Take the door to the right of the throne, just through the grating. But know this. If you do not possess the stone he requires, he will cleave you straight through. I trust nothing more needs to be said on the matter.
I would like to know where you got your face mask from, because that's pretty cool and I kind of want it in a mod. Do any mods give me that? His armor as well with the ogres on it, or like devils or whatever it is. It's probably Bane, right? Yeah, cool armor, mate. You look sick. This place looks like a slaughterhouse. That used to be my vibe, but not anymore. What happened?
My lord requires a clear path to his magnificent future. We cut away the troubles and preamble. Do not face him without Orin's netherstone in hand, or you will meet the same end.
Well, it just so happens I do have her netherstone, and I'll take his too. And all your pretty masks. My pretties. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Provost. It doesn't seem like too many people have anything too interesting in. Unnamed Patriarch. That's very unlike Baldur's Gate, to be fair. Baldur's Gate normally gives everybody a name. Again, if you look at Dragon Age Origins, as much as I like that game, they do have a lot of God, and they've all got like the same dialogue. Like Baldur's Gate really put a lot of effort into giving every single NPC a character, like you would have in Baldur's Gate, you know, not Baldur's Gate, D&D, because if you were doing a D&D session and you might be like, there's a guard, he looks bored, you know, as the DM, and your players will be like, what's his name? Does he have a wife? You know, like, and they'll start asking all this, does he have kids? I'm gonna kill him, but does he have kids? You know, like, they want all this information about them, so you end up giving these NPCs so much like backstory that you didn't even plan, and then they become like a full part of your campaign. So I like that Baldur's Gate has taken that in and been like, everybody has a story. Shattershield, that's a good last name. Rugger Shattershield. And his attendant. Right, I'm gonna go because I don't think we're finding anything too interesting. Again, I was kind of like looking for like letters, you know, if anyone had like interesting letters on them, but they don't appear to. All right, which door am I going through? This door? No. This door? He said the door on the right, didn't he?
Let's see what this does.
Aha! Passageway. Oh my god, it feels weird being up here. It feels so strange being up here, like, not in combat. Because 9 times out of 10, I face Gortash here. Like, I go for him here. And I'll sneak up and I'll take out all the steel watches and, like, draw him out. That's my technique. So to be up here and not be getting attacked is a very surreal experience. But look at them views! That's just a trap. The place is trapped. as you would expect. So yeah, we get a really good view of like Rivington and the Worms Rock Bridge. Amazing. Like, we'll go and have a look on the other side as well, because honestly, Larian respected the law. Like, the respect.
As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwergar.
Right? So there's a lot of stuff out here. It does look like I can poke around a little bit without getting into too much trouble. Don't mind if I do. Lae'zel, Minthara, could you carry these smoke powder bombs for me? Thank you. I do want smoke powder if there's something that's coming up.
Let us send forth our least favourite, to be sure.
Will, I'm sorry, Minthara's sending you forward to make sure the place isn't trapped. Okay, like, look over here as well at the Chiantha. Amazing. Sorry, I know I'm probably spinning my camera a bit too much. Smoke powder barrels, yoink! Minthara, could you get these, please? No, Will, could you get these, please? I think Karlach's already slightly ladled down with smoke powder.
What a charmer.
Dirge, can you pick it up? He can, okay.
Not as bad as it could have.
That is definitely coming in handy. For reasons that will become clear later. Should we need them. I do wish I could get on these ballistas and kind of like fire them a little bit. And then over here, look, is Baldur's Gate proper? No, that's Rivington. That's Rivington. Okay, the other side must have been Baldur's Gate. What? That's Baldur's Gate? Nah, mate, you're drunk. I'm like, they respected the law. I don't know if they did.
To press ahead.
Actually. Okay, so there's more stuff around there that we can poke at. I think we're probably going to come back here later. But for now, I'm going to stop spinning my camera and I'm going to get into the fortress proper and see what it's all about. Because I don't want to faff around too much, you know. So we do have to watch out for these things that behind my head probably. Incineration caster. They are going to be a problem for us if we do get into combat. But he does like his contraptions, doesn't he? Baron Alec Bomel.
First of the Bormal Patriarch family to start his own venture, Alec is the unscrupulous bastard who made their fortune in mines and vineyards.
Capitalism, built on the backs of others. You profit from other people's hard work.
Ship captain Morgan Redlocks wed a man thrice her age. After the wedding, the groom suffered a heart attack. Redlocks converted his merchant ships into a pirate fleet.
Dodgy bastards. Yeah, that was sarcasm, by the way, the capitalism thing. Like, capitalism, low-key capitalism's fine. Like, I'm going to open a grocery shop business and sell groceries to my community. Fine, right? And I'm going to do quite well and have a slightly bigger house in my town than everybody else. Great job. Like, you went into business, you did good. It's like the big business, kind of like the unregulated, tax-avoiding, corporate big business that just takes advantage of people and ruins the lives of ordinary people so that they can get astronomically rich. That's the capitalism that's I have an issue with. So, yeah. This seems like Gortash has collected these people, and it's interesting because he's got quite unscrupulous people who've like betrayed other people in order to profit themselves.
Carrick started from nothing, built a financial empire and founded the counting house. He refused to mingle with the other patriarchs, saying they didn't want me when I was an urchin, and now they can't have me.
And I really like that. I really like that. It's not just giving you random lore. This is people chosen by Gortash, which tells you something about Gortash's psyche, because he was an urchin, right? He came from nothing. That's why he was running around with Karlach in the first place, because they were kind of from the streets together. She was like his little bodyguard. So the fact that he idolizes people who also possibly came from nothing and, you know, suck it to the man kind of thing. Like, he... Sorry, my kid was making fun of me the other day for doing like accidental gang signs. I was doing moves. I didn't intentionally do gang signs. Okay, so yeah, so you know that thing as well about him being like they didn't want me when I was poor, so they can't have me now I'm rich kind of thing. You can definitely see where that hatred of the patriarchy in terms of like the patrons, right, like the patriarch class, how he resented them and why he slaughtered them all in his throne room. You know, he took it a bit of a step further than this guy, but I like that we can understand his psyche and understand where he's coming from. You know, he's not a one-dimensional villain who's just doing bad things because he's the bad guy. You know, everything he's doing is part of his complex persona, which, again, brilliant writing.
This is a bust of the god Bane as he first appeared to Gortash in dreams, and was then described to a Rivington sculptor.
I wonder if you can describe his, like, okay, this is Bane. This is what Bane looks like. Can you sculpt me a thing of Bane? You would be so scared of getting that wrong, because you don't want to insult the crazy guy asking you to make a sculpture of his scary god, and also you don't want to upset the god if that's true, you know? He looks a lot more Gentile than I was expecting him to. He kind of looks like Santa Claus. I was expecting him to look like a demon, right? Unless this is just the way he appeared, as in like the way the Emperor appears to us. It's not necessarily how they look, it's how they're choosing to be perceived by us. Dame Amafrey Ephemeral, that is a hard name to say.
Dame Amafrey, the orphan's friend, founded several orphanages in the outer city, as the lower city was no place for children, and the upper city declined to sponsor an orphanage.
And again, that's so telling. That is so telling that she's one of the heroes that he's chosen to display, because she's founded an orphanage. So he thinks well of people who found orphanages. And that little thing about like the lower city is no place for children, like that's where he was raised. So that's really interesting to me. Have we seen Gortash's parents yet? We should do that.
Founder of the Flaming Fist. Later history is kinder to him than accounts from his time, which portray him as a cruel and hard-handed mercenary commander.
Okay, so he agrees with being cruel and hard-handed. Well, he is a Baneite. You could also read the children thing as being slightly concerning as well. Obviously, you know, he might be considering indoctrinating them at a young age. So, wouldn't give him too much credit there. And especially after what he did to Karlach, right? Like, don't trust that guy. Parliamentary Action Plan, current 10-day. Concentrate efforts on the following patriarchs as noted below. Duke Dillard Porter, so we saw him dead downstairs. Though Dillard Porter sits on the ducal council, he would make a poor puppet, as his wits are failing and his will is weak. He is, however, a coward, so direct threats should suffice to persuade him to resign his council seat in favour of his niece, not his daughter, his niece, Liara Porter. She's the one who's the head of the Flaming Fist. Once tadpole, Blaze Liara will be a powerful addition to our roster of patriarchs. I wanted to comment on something, because in Dragon Age Origins, I'm kind of like running through the lore. It's just, I find it really overwhelming. And I did with Baldur's Gate as well. When I first played it, the amount of information it gives you is so overwhelming. So I just have to kind of like focus on the thing at hand. But that doesn't mean that the games shouldn't have that depth of lore. They absolutely should. Because again, like the more I play it, the more I unpeel that onion and the more it feeds me. So to read something like this with no context and be like, who? Because I can't remember all the different people. You know, you just ignore it, you carry on. But when you come back to it later and you're like, oh, I remember her. I remember speaking to her. That's who that is. It just really does create this kind of like cobweb of depth, which I really appreciate. It's like the game that keeps on giving. Lord Raylan Janeth, again the Janeths. The Janeth family's mining interests make Lord Raylan a primary target of Baneite capture. Raylan is foolishly proud and has been conducting an affair with a rent goblin in Little Kalasham, which rent goblin is a great name for like landlords. It might be a literal goblin, but I'm going to start using that term, which makes him vulnerable to blackmail, as he will do almost anything to avoid exposure. Instruct Edvard Needle to publish an article with hints about the affair that will be meaningful to Raylan, and then leave a much more detailed anonymous note in his upper city bedroom. That should make him pliable. Clearly it didn't, because we found him dead downstairs. I think it was Raylan. Lady Ruth Lineker. Relation to Gary? Our sources indicate that the Linekers have recently received windfall payments from their Tyrian gem mines, cash that we could use better than they will. Abduct Lady Ruth's granddaughter. I told you he couldn't be trusted with children. Fariza Lineker, and hold her in the upper city safe house until her grandmother meets our ransom demands. See to this immediately. So, not a great guy, all in all. And I do like as well, because they make the characters very nuanced, you know, players could technically see them as like sympathetic characters, you know, so you can see why people ship Dirge and Gortash and want them to get back together. I think that's crazy, because I'm like, do you know what he did to my Karlach? Like, how can you like Gortash over Karlach? That's crazy. But again, people have their own reasons, because different characters resonate with people in their personal story, like the player playing it. And so if you were an orphan and you had a lot of hatred towards the patriarchy and the patriarchs, like, you would also find that very sympathetic and maybe kind of like take to him a little bit more than someone who sides more with Karlach. This is a part, like, people love Orin, and I'm like, no. No, she's I can see why people think she's hot, but to me, I think of how she'd smell, and that's so off-putting to me. She's like wearing flesh. That's gonna stink. This is a popular history account of Great Grand Duke Valarkin's attempt to usurp the power of Baldur's Gate Council of Four, which he staged a failed coup backed by a cult of lycanthropes called the Band of the Red Moon. There are several notes in the margins in Gortash's precise handwriting. We should never have given this child an education. He's used it for bad things. With the following, I don't believe in that, everybody deserves an education. With the following scrawled in the end paper, 2 lessons. First, assassination alone isn't enough, and second, Duke de la Porte lived through this, so don't underestimate him. I think Gortash, his character in this is very conniving, and I think it's comparable to somebody who's been in the news a lot recently in terms of like files. I think he has a very similar vibe to that guy. So again, I don't want to ruin Gortash for people, but that's what you're dealing with here. Maybe slightly less sexual, but like, I know that Dirge and Gortash used to be allied, but, you know, Gortash didn't exactly run to be Dirge's saviour when Orin betrayed him, did he? He didn't go looking for him. He didn't give any orders to recover him or anything like that. He was just kind of like, oh, I guess Orin's in power now. Sorry, Dirge. So, again, not someone to be trusted. Recent receipt, fee paid for a full-length portrait of the god Bane, with a side note in Gortash's precise handwriting. Now he is doubly immortal. Okay. Oh, although, love these. I kind of like the idea of like getting these printed out and like framed. Like this one here as well. Love that. I'm in my medieval art era. My, what's it called? Everybody okay? Why are they all shivering? What's it called? My, not Art Nouveau. I don't know. I knew it would...
Ah, a familiar face.
I was
A
reading.
fondly remembered one, indeed. How have you been, Karlach?
Very, very hot.
You're agitated. I'd keep an eye on that. My Steel Watch are sensitive to anything they perceive as a threat.
Very clever.
They're not.
Fabricating people to do your fighting for you. But they won't be able to protect you forever, Gortash.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you
forgot
do
to
quite
save.
misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
Can't like, wait a second, give me a chance to save, please. Like, no. Rolling, there we go. Okay, so I kind of wish like Will and Minthara would interject a little bit more here. They all start scrapping amongst themselves. We are making an alliance. No, we're not. Don't be stupid. Control your temper. Ah, you're hot. Yeah, I love her. Like, I have so much to say and I've kind of forgotten it all. He's definitely gaslighting her. You know, it's for the greater good. Like, and then, like, something you wouldn't understand. Karlach is the best of us. There isn't a bad bone in her body. Just, oh, I love her anger. I love her rage at him because it's so valid. But we do need her to cool it. It's such a terrible idea to bring her with us, but I wanted the footage, I wanted the confrontation, I wanted you guys to see the scene, because I know, like, not everybody finishes Act 3, right? So many people play Baldur's Gate, but they don't complete it because it is quite an overwhelming game. Or, you know, you might do one playthrough, or you might just kind of like do the same thing every time, which is kind of what I do. I've completed it a few times, but I normally take a very similar route. And so if you don't do things out of order, or you don't do things, you know, that are a bit unexpected, you miss so much. And so I do want to kind of show you as much as possible, because it feeds me. It's my nourishment, you know, to see all these different scenes. Okay, so I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to let Karlach have her moment, because I've saved, so we can reload if things go wrong. But, like, me personally, like, yeah, girl, you tell him.
I'm sorry you feel wronged by how things ended between us all those years ago. But now we must look to the future.
You make it sound like we were lovers. Or friends. But that wasn't it. I trusted you. I respected you. It was my job to protect you. And that's what I did. I was so young. I didn't recognize evil when I saw it. When you turned on me, I was too dumbstruck to realize what was happening. No way he'd hurt me, I thought. You betrayed me for reasons I still don't quite understand. But I suppose evil has no real cause. It just is. Until it isn't.
You utter brat. You're going to burn this place down.
Good.
The way he smiled, he was like, yeah. Justified anger. Again, for anyone who's kind of been in a relationship with anyone who's been gaslighty and manipulative and emotionally kind of like sly, you know, that kind of like, oh, you just don't understand, I was doing this for you, like, fuck off. Like, honestly, killing him feels so justified right now, but we do need him alive to get Will's dad. What's Will's face doing in the background? He's like, I'll allow it. Karlach, stop this. You're burning too hot. He's worried about her, not him.
Then run while you still can.
Why is Will like, Will's initiative sucks? We could hit him a little bit. We could hit him a little bit before we reload, couldn't we? He does have this shell of resistance. Gortash has immunity to thunder damage, resistance to physical and elemental damage for 1 turn, an extra bonus action, and 3 extra movement speed. So it is resistant to bludgeoning and radiant, but he's not immune, which is a shame because my boy Will is all the way over here. We could, let's have a little bit of, let's just see. Let's have a little bit of crawler mucus. And do a cute little surprise attack on him. I've got advantage. Let's just see. Just because it's too tempting not to, right? I've put crawl mucus on my fucking knife. Damn it. Okay, can we get over here with the knife? Don't have movement. That's so annoying. I wanted to mucus him. Oh, his shouting is extremely satisfying. Can I get him with an ice arrow? Probably won't work. Yeah, it's not working. My arrows are really glitchy. I can't be bothered with them. Haven't done a lot of damage, but again, all these little it's very, very satisfying. Okay. Karlach. We haven't got big wife. Have we got big wife? We've got big wife. Big wife, big wife, big wife. I love when people just kind of like grab him and then teleport with him. That's so funny to me. Should we just hit him? Is he immune to fear? Do you think we can make him scared? Can I pick him up? Too heavy to throw. Damn. Let's just go and hit him a little bit. It's going to be satisfying to do it.
You're not going to like this, mate.
Big wife, big wife. Come on, Karlach, you got to get this guy. Yeah. Minthara hits him pretty hard. I usually kill him with Minthara. Oh, damn it. Can we get inside your globe of invulnerability? Oh, did you try and hit me? Rude. Okay.
Yes.
Minthara, can you do any damage here? I'm not going to let him have a turn, by the way. Can I... Let's get close. Not the best technique, because we do have these like things on the walls which are going to spit out bombs and fire at us. But... Is there like an invisible guy there? Where did he come from? Let's just give it a quick go. Let's just see what we can do here. Again, he has got his shield up, but it's fun just hitting him.
Darkness! Claim your...
Big gut, big gut, big gut. Oh, damn. Worth a try. Again, I'm not letting him have a turn. We were just doing that for us. I'm going to reload. And we'll see if we can dissuade Karlach from burning the place down. So yeah, so fighting him here is not the best idea, which is why I was saying earlier, I always draw him out. I go for the steel watchers that are outside first, with a lot of electric damage. So I'll take someone like Gale or Cordia with me, because electric is really good against them. And then I have people like Minthara go and kind of like just fucking smash the guy. So yeah, he eventually comes outside, which is better because you don't have all those bombs and things going off. But we could go for another option, which I've never done before, where we fight him somewhere else while still making him think we're allies for a little while longer. Hopefully this works. So instead of saying nothing and letting her do her thing, I'm going to intervene earlier. Easy, Karlach. He's right. We won't make it far against the Steel Watch. He's not right. I am good at taking the Steel Watch down.
Listen to reason for once in your life. I'm sorry you feel wronged about how things ended between us, but that was 10 years ago. We must look to the future.
Invalidating her feelings?
No future. There will come a time, sooner than you think, when death comes knocking on your door. You'll swing that door open, and you'll cower before what you see, and you'll beg, "Please, Karlach, spare me. I can't wait."
My horny queen, love her. There is some stuff that we can nick from here as well. But I think I'm going to get him out of here first and come back. I knew it would be risky to give one of the nether stones to that loose catapult. Or wait, hang on. This is his diary, is it? Journal of Enver Gortash. I knew it would be risky to give one of the nether stones to that loose catapult Orin. But when I look in her eyes, I feel something, though I am not sure what to call it. And after all, what is the point of a grand alliance of the Dead Three without all Baal? I thought I could depend on that aged stump Ketheric. However, it never even occurred to me that he could be brought down by a random collection of shabby adventurers. Shabby? We are fine, friend. I have mods. Obviously, possession of... It's his ego. We've damaged his ego by foiling part of his plan. Like, so he's kind of catty about it. Obviously, possession of the weapon was the key element, but do the vagabonds possess the weapon, or does the weapon possess them? The weapon? The brain? It's just as the great sages say, a plan will take you only so far, and then you have to fall back on principles. Well, you're screwed then, aren't you, Gortash? You got none. And inasmuch as control is the guiding principle of the committed Bainite, it's axiomatic that I must be... I'm learning new words today. That I must be in control of all three netherstones. The solution is obvious. Pit the vagabonds against the loose catapult, and once they bring me the other two netherstones, we'll find suitable positions for them in the new order to follow. Not the Illithid's grand design, of course, but the golden reign of Gortash, yes, that has a nice ring to it. So he's just thinking of himself. Pit the vagabond. Loose catapult is Orin, so pit us against Orin. And that's not a good way of forming an alliance, calling people vagabonds, right? We'll find suitable positions. That could be read in different ways. Then we shall deal with our naughty absolute brain and its growing propensity to throw petulant psychonic tantrums. Some, what's it called? Assonance? No, alliteration there. Propensity to throw petulant sonic tantrums. Psionic. It's no accident that I chose to place it in a domed cavern beneath the upper city. Good to know. The location is perfectly formed to concentrate the psychic force of the netherstones. Concentrate it to such a degree that not even our nethery's enhanced brain will be able to resist my commands. Once I can control all three netherstones, naturally, and the sooner the better. Not on my watch, mate. Do I even have them with me, or does Cordia have them? So we can't really poke around at everything just yet. Vulnerable patriarchs. Lord Gortash. Obedience before all, based on their levels of influence, cross-indexed with vulnerability to various forms of pressure, bribery, blackmail, and direct threats. The following are the top 8 peers in Parliament to target in the next 10 days. Duke Dillard Porter, Lord Raelith Janeth, Lady Ruth Lineker, Lady Madeline Whitburn, Lord Hairpack, Lady Hyril Vanthumper, Lady Silifre Sashanstar. I wonder if this would have been like more content, like going into the upper city and kind of like warning these people or something. I don't know. Some of them are dead downstairs. So, Lord Sarkin Eomain, with utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. One of his minions. Like they love like any kind of like evil cult. They love the minions, and they love being minioned, right? They love being subjugated. Like they're such weak people.
It is through my master's mercy that your heart still beats. Do not forget it.
It's weird to seek power by being subjugated yourself. So a strange thought process.
I need a quick word.
Where can I get this hat?
You may be permitted here, but I will not welcome you.
Listen, my hat's better than your hat. Recognise me? Yeah, I killed Thingy-majig.
You may pass freely for as long as my master wills it, and no longer.
Yeah, so that hat, I was wondering if it was like ogre specific, but they're all wearing them, so... Fancy garb? It's not as fancy as ours. Sorry, Gortash, you're looking a bit like a vagabond. I don't... Again, not to kind of like... I don't think vagabond should be used as an insult, because you're talking about people who've been victimed by the people who have stolen all their stuff and money, right? So, you know, that's like the difference between unhoused, right? Wait, hang on, that's... I sense it's safe. We're definitely coming back here later.
I am at my lord's command.
Of course you are. It'd be such a shame if you thought for yourself. Like, ugh, imagine thinking for yourself and having to make decisions and not be told what to do. Sounds really difficult. Right, okay, I feel like I want to save again. I'm nervous. Again, I don't want to mess this up, because we are talking about Will's dad and a lot of Will content as well if we miss him. So, Lord Enver Gortash, hi.
You have the Netherstones. They resonate with my own.
Our tadpoles are tingling.
I commend you for putting an end to Orin's madness. She must be screaming bloody murder in the hells even now. How was the reunion?
Probably having a great time.
I trust you demonstrated your particular spark of creative genius. I always preferred your methods to hers. You have mastery over your urges. Orin was consumed by her gruesome obsessions.
See how he's laying on the flattery because he needs something from us? I've got your number, Gortush. Yeah. Best insult ever. Atonement is what I see now. I also want to be subservient. My urges are gone from me, as is any trace of Baal. I serve no one but myself now.
I'm surprised Baal allowed you to slip away from his grasp. But this changes nothing. With me, you will have power greater than Baal could have given you, and you will bow to no master. My involvement with Orin was never a true alliance. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal.
Darling, you're talking about yourself.
Can be my equal. We will raise a black keep in Baldur's Gate. Then we will conquer the Sword Coast and unite all its peoples under our rule. But first...
I want to talk! Let me talk!
The brain awakens. We must act now. Faithful, come forward.
Stop yapping, Gortash. I want to yap. I like yapping. It's my channel, not yours, Gortash. It's not Gorteshimouse. Intimidation.
Hand me the Netherstones and we will rule as one.
Motivational speech time.
Do what he asks. My father's life is in his hands.
Exactly. Right, okay, so... And Karlach, I think, would understand that. Karlach and Will are, like, besties. Like, they love each other, so... okay, so much to say. So everything that he was saying there was exactly the point I was making. He was like, you know, partner with me, and you will have no master. We don't have a master. We got rid of Baal. Like, we're free agents now, buddy. Like, we only answer to ourselves. He's the one that's on the leash, because he's still subservient to his god Baal. Like, it's a pyramid scheme of fuckboys, basically. Like, it's like they've all got the nose up each other's asses. So yeah, he's projecting onto us. He's like, let me put a collar on you and call you free. Do you know what I mean? It's not right. I mean, I've got 2 Netherstones, Gortash. You've got 1, so I could just kill you and take your Netherstone. You know, who's the winner in this situation here? Okay. This is interesting though. Insight. Study Gortash. What are his intentions? Yeah, I can kill you and take your stone for myself, mate. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Do I want to take the Bardic Inspiration? Probably. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yay! Just about. I didn't think I had that there.
Half a smile shows he is teasing you. He doesn't think for one moment you'd fully submit to him, nor should a spawn as formidable as you.
There you go. You're my bitch, Gortash. You know, remember your place. Let's let him think we're playing along for now. Let's keep him in his corner for a little bit longer. If we are to rule together, the stones should be split between us. I keep mine, and you keep yours. Minthara can have one as well.
I'm not here for games. Hand me the stones, or face the black hand of Lord Bane.
It's like some kinky game he's got going on with us. Study him again. What more can you gain? Oh, did the Bardic Inspiration wear off? Why? Okay, give me guidance. I'm gonna need it for this roll. What are the chances? Like, the DC was 15 and we rolled a 16 both times.
He did miss this.
Kinky bitch. Like, I know some of you are just here for the flirting. Some of you are like, you're good. It's like me with Raphael. It's like, oh, call me little mouse. Okay, I'll sign your contract. Like, some of us just don't know what's good for us, okay? We can be allies, but Ketherick and Orin Stones stay with me.
As they should. I was merely testing you. This should be an alliance of peers. You've got a backbone and the makings of a leader. The Dark Lord Bane blesses our alliance.
Couldn't give a shit.
Our time is short. The Elder Brain is held beneath the city. We must go to it if we're to control it. There is a vessel to the Morphic pool where the brain feeds. I will wait for you at the pool. With the Nether Stones in hand, the brain can't resist us. We will be absolute, with an infected army at our beck and call. First we take Baldur's Gate, then Faerun. All of Toarie will soon follow. 1,000 kingdoms at our command.
All right, mate. That's not going to happen, but you go and wait in the sewers for us. We'll catch up with you later with your winkle pickers. Don't stand in any shit with your winkle pickers. Okay. Again, like, a lot to say, and he talks so much I forget what I wanted to say, which is probably good because then I'm not yapping to you guys so much. But interesting. So we still can't click on everything, but I'm going to poke around here later, I think. Might send a Astarian in to sneak around a little bit. I'm hoping he'll take some of the these people with us. This one's called Jack's Bog. Okay. Right, okay, so I'm overwhelmed. Let's go and see. I don't know if we've spoken to Gortash's parents yet, so we probably do need to do that. I'm going to have a quick break and a quick drink of water to try and get my brain back together, and then I will be back with you in a second. I can't believe Will disapproved that because, like, he's the one who told me to do that. He was like, keep him on side because I'm worried about my dad. And then I keep him on side and he's like, disapproves. Like, fuck you, Will. Right, while Gortash heads to the sewers like the rat he is, we're going to head back to camp. And then we're going to head over to, where are we going? We're going to go back to Baldur's Gate, I think. So, we are going to take everybody with us. Excuse me a sec. Future editing rally, make sure you edit that. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to head to Baldur's Gate again. We're going to drag everybody with us and we might get some dialogue. So I'm going to be on my toes for this. Basilisk's Gate. Ready? Go! Taking a second. Computer, you can do it. It's like, I've got to load in a lot of things all at once. And I'm recording, leave me alone.
From bonds free.
That's not good.
No more slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness.
She's not good for my ADHD. It's like, speak faster.
Killed! Death. Unavoidable.
Your death's unavoidable, elder bitch. Okay, we good? We good. Alright. Head back to camp, because there's too many people and it's overwhelming.
My time to rest.
Cordia. Maybe I want to take Cordia for a second. We've got Cordia, Astarion, Gale, Shadowheart, and Lae'zel with us. But I'm a bit nervous here, guys, for reasons.
Walking
but
death.
yeah, maybe I want to go and see if I can find Gortash's parents. Any yapping? If they're yapping, they normally start yapping here. No yapping? Okay. Right, where is Gortash's parents? I can't remember if we've been to see them or not. I feel like they're around here somewhere. So, where is the nearest checkpoint going to be? How is it easiest to get here? Probably this one here. This is side questing. I didn't have this in my notes. I didn't have this in my plans. So, give me a second while I orientate myself. I think they're probably... Hold on, let me look at the map again. We're here now, so I want to go... I think probably this way. I think they're probably... Let's have a look down here.
Go for a walk. Would you like that?
I can't remember specifically. Are they here? Is this them?
It's all right, Vanra.
Flim's Cobblers. This might be them.
Flim's Cobblers. Walk in a pauper, strut out a duke.
What could go wrong? Hello.
Be very welcome to Flim's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it?
I thought he was an orphan. You're Gortash's father then?
He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a handsome devil.
Handsome young man, yes. Okay, let me see your wares. So he's got the modded dyes. This is what it looks like if you want to kind of get those as well. So he's just got shoes, okay.
Finest leather in the city. Ask anyone.
Okay, they've kept their humble beginnings, I guess. He's not particularly helping them out. Everything looks a little bit run down. Ledger of orders received and fulfilled at Flim's Cobbler's shop. After a moderate listing of jobs in and out, there's a large order of 26 pairs of Flaming Fist scout boots due for delivery at Wormswell. I guess he's just giving them business at the end of the current 10-day. The order has been underlined 3 times with a note in the margins that reads, Timora's tits. We'll never get this done in time. I mean, how generous. Okay, maybe he's been a bit demanding on his poor aging parents. I don't know what we saw there, by the way. I don't know what we revealed, unfortunately. Does it tell me here? Portrait of Gortash. Where? Portrait of Gortash? We have a portrait of Gortash. We should get call like to destroy it. I don't know where that is. Am I missing something obvious here? Am I missing something important? This one? Oh, Portrait of Gortash. Can I click on it?
Big Gortash fans.
Big Gortash fans.
Those absolutists.
Okay. Hi, Sally Flynn.
I have something to ask.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes.
So are they part of his propaganda arm that he's like a man of the people or something? You're the blame for the rise of that charlatan. Well, a pleasure to meet the mother of the Archduke.
His one and only. My, but he's made us proud, such humble beginnings. And look at him now. I've been crying happy tears all this 10 day. What more could a mother want for her little boy?
Your tadpole squirms. These people are infected with the parasite, but something is off.
Connect your tadpole to hers, delve into her mind. This feels like a good use of our tadpole.
You search her mind, but the psionic forces that control her are different, split somehow. Your own consciousness slips into the gap.
Help me! Gods, help me! Enver's ruined my mind. He's taken my body. I should have slammed the door in his face, but I let him in and he rammed some kind of worm in our eyes. I'm here, but I can't speak. I can't act. I'm trapped.
How awful. He infected you. Like, why would Enver do this to you?
He said he wanted to make us powerless. Still bitter after all these years, but we did what was best for him, for all of us. We had debts, world-ending debts, trying to keep this cursed shop afloat. Dangerous lenders who said they'd bury us all if we didn't pay. Then a warlock offered us a pretty penny for Enver's service. He was a smart boy. Too smart. It was give him up, and all of us live or refuse and die. What choice did we have?
Again, like, it's interesting that his parents were, although she doesn't seem very nice, but again, justifiably angry. You know, her parents are victims of the same kind of people that Gortash has become. You know, like these moneylenders that were unscrupulous and, you know, gonna kill them if they couldn't pay them back and things like this. And now that's who he is. We are a cleric. I don't think we'd necessarily say that's unforgivable, because I think she would be all about redemption and things like that. Well, you may not have intended to, but you created a monster.
He was always a little monster, nasty to the core. He would have torn me and Druvo apart with his whining, his demands, the never-ending racket of him. You may disagree, Enver did, but we don't deserve this torment. You're the first person who's heard the real me in months.
You don't seem very nice, to be honest. So she just resented her kid. She didn't like him. Which, again, does explain Gortash's personality a little bit. If he was always seen as a nuisance and he wasn't shown any love, you know, he's not been taught empathy. But again, I don't believe in kind of like victim blaming the parents, because, again, everybody has the right to become a parent, but every child has the right to be loved. And I think, you know, the child is the innocent in that situation. And you know, people say not everybody's fit to be a parent, and I do think that's true to an extent, but it's more circumstantial, because you know, if you are in poverty, maybe you have addictions and things that affect your own behavior and your own emotions. You know, people who are raised in a certain environment become a certain type of parent for the most part. Not every, again, there's interventions that can happen, there's other things that can affect a person's development, but for the most part, cycles of poverty repeat themselves, and if you're born into poverty, you're likely to repeat those similar life of your parents and behaviors of your parents. So again, if you are stressed, and I know this is a parent, I think most parents do understand this. I think most parents go through that moment where, you know, you are running on empty yourself and you're short of patience and you're irritable, and then, you know, your kids can frustrate you, and sometimes you can snap, and sometimes you can kind of like say something that you wish you hadn't said, or handle a situation in a way that you think, I could have definitely kept my cool and handled that better. I think most parents have those moments, and so, or even that feeling of kind of like, I love my child, but they're really testing my patience today. You know, like when they have a bad day and they're acting up, which is what children do, right? That's a normal behavior for children. So yeah, I don't know. Again, those nuanced characters where we're understanding Gortash better, we're understanding where he came from, we're understanding why he is, and you know, the fact that he did have quite horrible parents, and then he's took his vengeance on them by controlling them and trapping them in their own bodies. Like, it's just a horrendous situation all in all. Cordia does believe in helping people. Again, she believes that people can be redeemed. We can end her suffering. There is nothing I can do for you. At least for now, I'm sorry. But I am working on it.
There has to be. I can't live like this. I'm trapped. Trapped.
We're not killing her because we're Tadpole too, right? Like, if we can defeat the Elder Brain, she might be able to get her autonomy back. And again, I don't believe in punishing her for the situation. I think who needs to be punished are these moneylenders who were exploitative. Maybe had she had a reliable source of income and didn't have those debts, and she had a comfortable, quiet life, she might have been able to have showed up for Gortash better and been a better parent. So again, I'm not kind of shaming her or anything for this. We're just going to leave her for now and hope that we can help her by defeating the Elder Brain and Gortash.
Wait!
Your tadpole lashes and recoils. The connection is broken.
Come again soon.
Oh, how awful. Not only to have something like locked-in syndrome where you have all your thoughts and your comprehension and everything inside, but you can't verbalize anything or act on anything, but to then be puppeted into saying and acting in a way. Oh, it's so awful. I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry that... And it's weird as well because he's tadpoling them and he's making them act like perfect, loving parents, which is actually really sad. Steel Watchers, greet our new protectors. Another gaff from Buffoon Duke Dillard Porter. So they're slandering him before they kill him, so no one cares. Public park, public disgrace. That's because we had a fight in there. Elf song at tavern changes its tune. Refugees from Eastern Unrest arriving in Rivington. Again, just slander. A vampire's real. Patriarch says no. It's a shame that it's not taken a different tone, considering we helped out with the leadership of the newspaper. What is progress? What is this? Hang on, what? The ultimate state? Oh, by Lord Enver Gortash. What is progress? Progress is the movement of society and culture towards a state of collective unity. Without unity, mortals, each with their own individual agenda, blunder against each other, causing friction, conflict, war. He's just a peacekeeper, guys. Unity, peace and prosperity is achieved when the collective follows a single agenda, that of one superior person. You mean Bane? Your daddy? Runaway egocentrism, that urge often miscalled free will, is the one true enemy of unity. It's that idea of like, oh, I should have free will, but nobody else should. Free will must be eliminated. Control of the brain is the key. Nethery's tadpole is the perfect tool. Tadpole, the brain, is freed of egocentrism to follow the agenda of unity. His unity, right? The tadpole brain is a happy brain. Didn't sound that way when I spoke to your mum, Gortash. There is no conflict except against the enemies of unity. And your brain is all you need. Once freed from agendas of free will, it can also be freed from the frailties of the mortal form. The brain can live forever in a steel body, or even better, and control that body from afar. This is progress. This is the ultimate state, Lord Enver Gortash. So he just sees everyone as his playthings, basically. It's like a little boy playing with toy soldiers, right? And so these steel watch that he's created, like, hang on, wait, what did it say? So he's taking people's brains to put in the steel watch. So yeah, it's like he's turning real people into his playthings kind of thing, like as an extension of him and his will, rather than actually being able to make any human connection or have any respect for anybody other than himself. Which again makes me feel like I don't trust
just out of view
an alliance with him. Astarion, you're a lovely sneak thief. Could you handle that box for me? Not really trying to rob them so much as just see what's going on. What's in there, Astarion? Scrapbook of letters. A collection of letters between two correspondents, but all written in an unfamiliar code or cipher. At the end of the scrapbook is a sheet titled Plain Text Deciphered by G. Chosen of Baal, your proposal is intriguing. Tell me more about... This is Dirge. Chosen of Baal, your proposal is intriguing. Tell me more about the crown of Karsus. So this is like the original plan when Dirge was part of the team. And it was Gortash's plan. Gortash found out about the crown of Karsus. So Gortash says, it was created to enhance and broadcast the dominance of its creator, but during the folly it was inverted, turned inwards, and now instead of the weaver dominating others, others can dominate the weaver. Useful, I like it. How do you exert this dominance? The crown has 3 begemmed finales. They are the foci, and they are detachable. 3. So that's why our masters want Merkel added to the Cabal. So Merkel wasn't ever really... Ketheric wasn't ever really wanted by Gortash and Dirge. With the crown on the right cranium, we could rule from the shadows. But how do we get it? We steal it from Mephistopheles himself. And I know who can get us there, a diabolist named Halsig. That is where we are going today. I don't think we're going to be able to do the whole House of Hope thing today, but we'll get there. We'll get in there at least, you know? Okay. Yeah, otherwise it's just going to be a really, really long video. Right, let's head back to camp and figure out who's going where. So, Dirge, Karlach, Minthara, and Will. Do I want to stick with this team?
No one stopped me yet.
Probably. They are quite health-themed. Let me just have a look at my notes. Yeah, no, I think we're good. I think this is good to go. So, let's go to... Let's go to Basilisk's Gate. I think it's quite a straightforward path from there. Oh, Karlach.
So, Gortash's parents sold him to a warlock. Why does that sound so familiar? I've got no interest in empathizing with the fuck. But maybe what he did to me was some kind of mirror of what happened to him.
Exactly.
When you get fucked up, you fuck up right back.
Yeah, but you didn't, Karlach. Karlach didn't do that to anyone else. She befriended a guy who had had this done to him as well. Like, you know, the whole warlock thing. Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna have a moment. Do I have my hug mod installed? Do I though? Hugs, I do. Hang on a second, because we need a quick moment. Karlach, Shadowheart. Let's do the Shadowheart hug on Will. Hopefully this works. Did it not work? Oh, I wanted them to hug. Karlach hug on Will. No, can I? Will hug on Karlach? I don't know. That would have been cute. Pretend they hugged.
Interesting.
Okay.
Don't waste a step. Can't give up now.
The fact one of your first dates
Keeping an eye on them for chatter.
Lost. It's just not fair, Karlach.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I don't want to think about that. I just want to enjoy whatever comes my way.
You're worth more respect than every last rogue in this city. I hope you know that.
Okay, I could not hear that very well. If I can capture that and put it in better, I will do. But Will said to Karlach, the fact that one of your first dates is going to be your last, it's just not fair, Karlach. I don't want to think about that. I just want to enjoy whatever comes my way. You're worth more respect than every last rogue in the city. I hope you know that. I love them. They are... I don't know. Maybe people could see a romance between those two. I kind of like them as best buddies. Right, so this is the Elfsong Tavern to our right. This is the wine festival where we fought the Barlist, the assassin.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home.
Are you yapping again, Will?
Why? I'm glad you asked.
No, I think there was someone next to us. Okay, we're going to go around the back this way. And this is the Diabolist back here. And over here is a familiar face.
Where am I?
Hey, it's Damon. Let's say hi.
It's Damon! Hi! Do you remember him from Act 1 and 2? He did a heart.
Karlach, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you'd find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
No pressure.
I haven't stopped trying.
But a lot of pressure.
But all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
I love that she's so generous to be like happy for others. Could we see your wares?
Certainly.
Okay, so nothing else to do here. Again, if you missed stuff earlier, you can come back to him. You can go and get the Orthon bombs off him by trading the Merrigan masks. You can get all the what is it? The Helldusk armor as well. If you've got extra Infernal Iron from doing Karlach's Heart. I would like some smoke powder arrows. Stock up on smoke powder before you go in the House of Hope. Pro tip. And there's some other stuff. He's got this charge-bound Warhammer, which does additional lightning damage, which I'm not sure if I'll end up using, but I do like the idea of lightning damage because they're good against the Steel Watch. So we'll grab that as well. I've got so many of these Izzy's tinctures in here. And then I think he's got some more unique Act 3 items. I don't think we need that one, although it does raise your strength by 2, which is pretty cool. Thermodynamic axe. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you get 2 tons of heat. I'm okay. What's this here? Armor of Persistence. I'm thinking about getting this for Minthara because I think it's slightly better than what she has. Magical Plate. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. You gain resistance and blade ward, and disadvantage on stealth checks. I might take that for her, although she does love wearing dead men's armor. And then what else do we have? I think there's a little bit more. So we've got the Boots of Persistence. I think it's this full set of armor basically. Boots of Persistence, you gain freedom of movement and long strider, which we already have on everybody because of Cordia, but cool. And dexterity saving throws +1. And then the Legacy of the Masters, gain a +2 bonus attack and damage rolls with weapons. So that's good for anyone who does weapon damage. So that could be good for literally anyone, but I'm going to take it. It's medium armor though, so it can't actually go on everybody. And I think that is all I'm taking for now. He's not going anywhere now. Oh, the Unwarranted Masterwork Scale Mail. I might get this for Starion. Add your full dexterity modifier to your armor class. Additionally, this armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth ability checks, and it grants resistance to fire damage, which could be very useful for where we're heading. So it does cost a lot of money, but we have a lot of money, so I'm just going to go ahead and spend it. I don't think I need to save up for anything at this point. And we're all pretty good.
Shout if you need anything else.
If you're not playing as Dirge, you may need money for Helsig's shop, so do save up a little bit before you go to the Diabolist. Okay. Cool, Darren. Nice seeing you again. I am currently encumbered. Minthara, do you want to check out this Armor of Persistence? Astarion might want to check that out. And I don't know. I might just send Freedom of Movement and Longstrider. Let me just send all of that over to Minthara for a hot second. And then Karlak is probably my Hammer Time person. So, and then Minthara is probably encumbered as well. She is indeed. Let me have a quick look at this. So, currently she's got on, I think it's Savarok's armor. Saravok, sorry. And then we've got this Armor of Persistence. It's 1 extra armor class, which prevents her getting hit. And then all magical damage, all incoming damage is reduced by 2 as opposed to 1, which she currently has. She does have advantage on wisdom saving throws with this and disadvantage on stealth checks, which doesn't change, this stealth check one. But we're switching out the wisdom saving throw checks for resistance and blade ward. I think we should probably switch this out. As much as I do like wearing Dead Men's armor, and this gives us Armor of Devotion. I'm going to send that to camp, so we're not encumbered. And then I'm going to change the colour of this. There we go. I do actually quite like the way that looks on her. That was decent. And then, is this better than what she currently has? Inflict wounds, strength saving throws doesn't change. That does give her attack +1, but this gives her a +2 to all attack rolls with, right, that is definitely better. And then, I like Shadow Teleportation, so I think I'm going to keep hold of that. Possibly they might be good for someone like Lae'zel as well. So I'll pass those along to her. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to faff with weapons before we engage with anyone in the House of Hope, I think. Right, what's this here?
Diabolic Forge.
Diabolical Forge. Ah, and a key. Yoink. Don't worry about us. Damon, we're just going to have a quick look around.
Walk in death.
Going round the side here to the basement.
I'm telling you, that flaming fist was winking at me.
Well, she nodded at me, very suggestively, I might add.
A suggestive nod? You've been single too long.
They're crushing on the flaming
What's up
fist.
for discussion?
Wait.
Nothing wrong with looking, is there? A man can dream.
Again, I've been talking about the dialogue in Dragon Age Origins being a little bit misogynistic, a little bit sexual predatory, a little bit too frequent with that in a way that feels off-putting as a player. This feels a little bit cuter.
Budge off, you're blocking my view.
So again, talking about, like, it's not about having something or not having something, it's about when, the way it's handled and the way it's presented and when it happens in terms of story writing.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Okay, we're in the Diabolist Forge's basement. So I'm not going to be nicking stuff off Damon. I don't want to be like taking all these things, but he does have some decent weapons down here. If we go through here, there's this wooden chest. On weapon coatings. I think we've read this before, but I'll open it anyway so you can have a quick look if you want to. Some stuff here. I can't see myself using it, so I don't want to rob Damon unnecessarily. Interesting pile of empty crates you've got here. And there's this here as well, this gilded chest. I might nick stuff out of here. So we've got the unwanted masterwork gauntlets. Okay, if they're unwanted, I guess we'll take them. Attack and saving throws +1, and the unwanted masterwork greaves, which give us athletics +1. I might as well take them. I feel like there's something else that I'm possibly missing around here. Let me just have a quick look. Was there anything else around here that I haven't seen? Warhammer. I don't think so. Okay, longsword. But this wall's a little bit suspicious. What if I clear out some of these boxes? And Will, can you do your thing? Wait, do I have... No, I thought Dirge had Eldritch Blast, but I guess not.
Of the gate.
Will, could you Eldritch Blast this suspicious wall, please? Thank you so much. Love that for you. And we have the Diabolist basement here as well. So, what have you got going on down here, Helsig? Smoke powder barrel, don't mind if I do. Can anyone actually carry that though? No, I don't think so at the moment. Let me pick it up and I'll send it to someone else. Thanks, Will. Send that to Shadowheart, there we go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in.
I love the idea of it just appearing in her pocket and she's like, whoa. With a little note, love from Will. Thought you might want this. Saw this, thought of you. Okay. Dimension door, don't mind if I do. Always helpful. Bronze keg, empty potion bottles. Enigmatic art of hemomancy. She'd get on with the drow that does all the blood stuff. The enigmatic art of hemomancy unveils a proprietary and revolutionary method of blood processing for the precise drawing of the intricate magical symbols used in rituals. Delve into the secrets of this groundbreaking fusion of magic and medicine as it unveils a new era of precision and power in spellcasting. Within the pages of this meticulously crafted tome, you will discover a step-by-step guide to harnessing the latent magical potential within blood. From the selections of ideal blood specimens to the intricate processing techniques, this blood offers detailed instructions and diagrams, making the complex art of hemomancy accessible to the practitioners of all levels. It's so funny, it's like very academic sounding. Okay, monster horn.
Imitation horns, but barely distinguishable from the real thing.
Imitation horns, okay.
Holy shit. They're real. Torn from a war devil's skull.
Does she know they're real? I mean, she does have the knowledge of those kind of monsters, so it's interesting that he saw it as not real and she saw it as real.
Bet I can crack that open.
Okay, give me guidance. It's a DC of 20. That's a little bit tricky. We got it. Yeah, baby. Infernal marble. That sounds like something that will encumber me. No, I'm okay. All right. Sounds heavier than it actually is.
If not over, then through.
Oh, do you know what we haven't done? We haven't destroyed the thing of Gortash yet. Maybe I could frame him. Maybe I can put his portrait in the House of Hope. Yoink. We're not stealing from Damon, we're stealing from the Diabolist, it's fine. Silver cake stand, row of books. Anything else in here of interest? A lever. This statue's pretty cool. I wonder who that is. Oh, silver key. That's probably for the chest that I just opened. Wine. I'll help him drink his wine. Okay. I think we are pretty good in here. Can I move that? Is there anything behind it? No, I've just ruined her painting. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't want to go up into the shop that way. We're going to go back out and go to the front.
Here we go.
Okay. And yeah, we're going to go to... Oh, I can't spin the camera. Everything okay? There we go. We're going to go over here. But I'm going to have a quick save first, a quick drink of water, and then we'll head into the Diabolist. Okay, these kids are talking about chasing a gelatinous cube. Don't do that.
The devils in there can swallow kids whole. Even Stinky.
Even Stinky. Stinker.
I'm not going in there. To hell. It was Runt's idea.
Kids, I don't know. They don't know what's good for them, right? This is why you need parental supervision.
You first? I double drow dare you. Are you afraid?
Fine, I'll go first. He's like, are you afraid to the guy in the ball mask? Oh. What are you shouting about?
So you have to go.
Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be. Okay, great. Oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab, sap, scarabs, cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
You should have wrote it down, mate. Whatever it is. Ooh.
Terrible idiot.
Mailbox. What mail have you been getting, lady?
Interviews,
None.
politics, gossip.
Okay. Either that or she's already collected it, or we've already poked at it.
The Devil's Feet.
Devil's Feet. These are cool. Okay, anything back here? I don't want to like miss anything. We have already been on the roof of the Devil's Feet looking for Gale's cat, who, I'm not going to lie, was a little bit glitched. Alright, I'm going to stop faffing. Let's go in here. Lovely bit of experience, I see. Okay, she's got some cool stuff. Monster skull.
A fake devil head. A lot of effort for a piece of window dressing.
This is real. A death devil skull, by my reckoning.
Only a true diabolist would have such an infernal collection.
I like that Dirge is just kind of like, ah, it's fake. And Karlach's like, no, you didn't pass your insight check. That is real, man. Plaque.
Crooks and swindlers beware. Steal from the devil's fee and it won't be the flaming fist who come knocking.
Alright, okay.
Catch a glimpse of the delights of the 9 hells. From a safe distance, of course.
So, I think the context here is like, the patriarchs and the people of Baldur's Gate, they like a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of mysteriousness, a little bit of devilish things. You know, that's why, you know, the what's it called? The whorehouse basically is really popular. You know, the Sharessa's Caress. That's why everybody's like, ooh, exotic drow and things like this. So they like the titillation of things that are out of bounds and naughty. And there's a big opportunity, I think, for, and you can see this as well with, you know, the quest to get rid of all the ghosts and stop the, oh, I've forgotten everybody's names. The woman whose husband was like possessed by a ghost and she'd been going to that like mystic carrion. So like the mystic carrion, I think was saying as well, like you can basically make a lot of money in Baldur's Gate if you do kind of weird mysticism stuff. But this woman seems legit according to Karlach, so I don't know, man.
A replica devilish skull. Impressive, if a little out of place.
Afraid that's the genuine article. From a Gargachula, no doubt. Big bastards.
Good thing we brought Karlach with us. Okay, anything else? These are all off limits, unfortunately. I am a sneak thief, I could look. Portrait of a noble. Portrait of Ibex and Rose. The Tale of the Hells.
Something over there.
What's this, Karlak?
The horns of a real war devil. But they were a pain to acquire.
Are they fake? Karlak! You didn't say anything. Did I pass that check? Maybe I passed the insight check so she doesn't have anything to add. Okay. Tales of the Hells. Diabolic tales collected by Greshnag, the inattentive, and me, impish archivist. Entry 18. The Smiler the Defiler. The Defiler.
If your wanders through Avernus seem to become an awful lot more scenic, luscious woods, big bushes and the like, you may have wandered into a wily trap set by a creature named Smiler.
That was a nickname of a boy that I went to school with. Hi, if you happen to watch this.
None of us hellfolk know exactly what he is, where he's from, or how he got here, but he's a nasty piece of work. Well, he's called the Defiler, ain't he? No, he's not just nasty. Plenty of folk are nasty here, but he's weird. Something's not right.
Book continues in a similarly unenlightening fashion. He just has vibes, man. It's just a vibe. I don't know what to tell you.
That's curious. Never seen a gem like this. Bet it's a fake.
These are real hellish gems. Some of Menauros's hoard.
She's kind of an expert, isn't she? I don't think I can lockpick this. Lockpicking impossible. Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be a Magic Man's thing, Gale. Not currently with us. A chapter titled On Traversing the First Layer. A text details the terrain of Avernus, a bleak rocky landscape beneath a black sky with rivers of blood rushing between the cracks. We have been there. We went through there on the Nautiloid. That's where the game starts. The most frequent guidance given to adventurers on encountering any of the plane's many physical perils to simply turn around and run. To combat the spiritual perils, the company of clerics is of paramount importance to soothe those swayed by the plane's evil influence, or not to consecrate the corpses of those who succumb. Now, if we're heading to the Hells, I do like this team. I like Dirge over Cordia because Dirge is the one that signed the contract with Raphael in the first place, having no intention of upholding it. I like Karlak for obvious reasons. She has shit to do with the Hells. I don't like the idea of taking her back there because she has so much trauma there. Like, she's glad she escaped, but it is... You are going to get that extra content if you have her. Will I like, again, because he has been hunting in the Hells. He has some knowledge of the terrain. Minthara, because she's wife material. Okay, let's go and talk to the Diabolist. What's this saying?
Management is not responsible for missing body parts, enslaved loved ones, trapped souls, or ancient world-destroying curses.
Well then...
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I presume you have returned to re-engage my services?
Okay, I thought he meant Gortash. I thought she was like, your scrote of a friend Gortash. I was like, I know, right? Scrote is such a great word. It's a very British insult. But it looked like the hat of the little butler. I think it was the butler's hat. He doesn't really remember her, but we do know that Gortash and Dirge had this plot originally to break into the Hells and steal the crown of Karsus, so it's clearly something to do with that. He's going to be a bit awkward. He's going to say, and this sounds like it's like sexual services are implied, but he's just being awkward. Definitely, I await your servicing.
I am afraid that I cannot take you back to Mephistopheles' vaults. That place is now locked tighter than Lord Mammon's coin purse. I have, however, recently found a delightful new place I could sneak you into. Tell me, what do you know of the devil Raphael?
It just so happens that's exactly where I need to go. I love that she's eager to sneak us into places she shouldn't. Bring me the crown of curses, or I shall soften my soul, etc., etc. Overdressed and overblown.
You remember the crown of Carsus, yes?
I've forgotten everything. I've heard of it. Seems like everyone is after this crown.
I should hope so. Last time you and Lord Gortash were here, I charged you both a pretty penny to help steal it. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. I do enjoy a good tangent. I have found a way to slip the latch to his house, if you wish to leap into Avernus one more time. The crown seemed to interest you, after all.
I'm wondering why Raphael lives in Avernus, because I do believe that he is more associated with Mephistopheles and his layer of hell. I could be wrong on that. Raphael must have all kinds of secrets in his house, and I do want to undress them.
Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
I feel like I didn't get that last time because she recognized me. I feel like she didn't ask me for money last time. I think this conversation went differently. Get out of my head, Emperor. Dutch hates him. I'm gonna go with this one. I am a skilled thief. I have proven this. Give me free passage and I'll bring you back a souvenir. Give me guidance. Should probably take a little bit of bardic inspiration. Should take voice of the circle as well, probably. I don't want to spend 20,000 gold. Ooh, a bit low. Did you give me guidance? Yay!
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal?
Deal. Let's do this.
Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components.
It's very cute tumor. Look, I've got a little bit of dry skin.
Take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Okay.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone.
I like her. She's scammy. Scammy little rogue back there. Or does she have actual stuff I can buy though? Oh, where am I going? Inviting myself around the back.
How may I be of further assistance?
Show me your wares, the good stuff. Okay, is there anything we want to take while we're here? Oh, Caitiff's Restoration. Is that restoring Warlock spell slots? All right. Will, that's for you. Gibbous of the Worshipful Servant. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum equal to their charisma modifier. You gain advantage on concentrating on saving throws. That could actually be really useful as well. What did she give me? She gave me a hat, didn't she? Where's Dirge's inventory? This one here? Oh, I already have it. Oh, I don't need 2 of them then. Get rid of that. Shapeshifter hat. Increase your wild shape charge by 1. I could get that for Shadowheart. I don't really use wild shape that much. Armor of the Grove Tender. You get a +1 to your spell save DC. Your summoned creatures have within 9 meters have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. While in combat, your summoned creatures within 9 meters will turn the 3-meter area around them into difficult terrain as the nature spirits cause vines and roots to sprout around them. That could be interesting. Might grab that. Cloak of the Weave. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC. Absorb elements. I like absorb elements. Might take that. Gemini Gloves. Targeting foes and allies can target an additional creature. The same target can be chosen twice. Cantrips targeting foes can target. Sounds good. I'll take it. That's like, I guess that's like if you're doing Eldritch Blast and you can do it on 3 people, you can now do it on 4 people, which could be really handy. Spell Seeking Gloves. When you make a spell attack roll, you can spend a sorcery point to gain advantage. Should I just take everything? I have got quite a decent amount of money, I think. Let's go. Cool. I've got £300 left. No, I haven't. I've got... Yeah. No, I have like no gold left. I've spent all my money.
Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
I don't think we're going to do a huge amount more shopping, so we're good. Right, upstairs. Portrait of a Noble. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do too much shopping now, so I'm not too worried about hoarding all my gold. I don't think we need it for an awful lot. Like I say, if you don't pass that check with Helsig, you do have to buy the stuff. Or you can just break in. I think you can find it up here in her room if you want to do it the sneaky way. Speaking of sneaking, what's she got going on in here? Am I pickpocketing Will? Sorry, Will. Okay, escape hatch acquired. She's been playing cards of some kind here. Okay, what else do we have going on? This is so cute. This looks so wholesome. I like the little setup because that's all individually placed. It's like when you play stuff with the tool mod in another game.
What path lies before
Coffee?
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action.
I strongly
Whatever you expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
Yeah, what if I want to go for the funsies though? On my first campaign, I went for the funsies. Because I quite liked Raphael. I was like, I'm just gonna go and have a look around his house, quite frankly. Infernal Armory. Infernal Arms, the tome I don't know why I struggle with that word. Details the various weapons and armor that can be found in the Hells, including their properties. The section on how to acquire them has been torn out. Okay. So this is the summoning circle, so we'll work our way around to that in a second. Opulent chest. Lockpick. Again, I'm not trying to piss her off, I'm just nosy. Ooh, more infernal marble. We already have some. We already stole some from your basement earlier, so we're good actually. A little bit of money. Do you know what? She did rip us off. I'm going to steal the gold. I'll probably regret that later. She'll be like, why did you steal 29 gold? Her house is actually very, very wholesome.
That's curious.
What's curious? Oh, loose floorboard. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just nosy. I like to know all the things. Ooh, Coin of Mammon. A Mask of Soul Perception. Can you guys see that? Gain a 2+ bonus to attack rolls, initiative rolls, and perception checks, and get detect thoughts. I am so sorry, lady. I am robbing you.
Open up.
I mean, I am a thief, and she knows what I'm up to, right? Note from director Gortash. Excellent work, Helsig. I'm beginning to see why they call you Mammon's picklock. E.g. An ally of my enemy is my enemy or something. I am now robbing her. Is there anything over here? Oh, possibly. Let's go and have a nosy in here then. Nice. I really like my build for Dirge. He's so handy. He'd be good for if I was going to go solo on a mode, I think, to have a build like this. Because he's kind of got everything. He's got a little bit of charisma. He's got the lockpicking. Gold key. I don't think I'm going to need that, honestly. I do need the hook. That gives me a potion that I was trying to make. I was trying to look for those the other day. Okay. Right, I think we are all good. I don't think there's too much else to poke around at. So, I guess it's ritual time. Stand up. What's this here? Helsig's diary. Is there any sound sweeter than the jingle jangle of coins rubbing against coins? Of course, Mammon will hardly be sated by a mere pocket full of gold. No, I'm going to have to start being smarter about this. What I need is not just revenue, but multiple sources of it. If nothing else, to beat Carilla. Oh, she knows Carilla? Perhaps Carilla is Raphael's dwarf servant lady who saved us from Priestess Gut, if you remember all the way back when. Oh, we met her in Sharessa's Caress as well. Perhaps it's time to diversify the business. Not just curios, but information, or even better, access. Oh, you're a genius, Helsig. Okay, interesting. I don't know how the devils would feel about her sneaking people into the hells, but it benefits us, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to save, just in case I do this wrong. Okay. And then we have this note. Opening the Hell Gate. To open the portal, you must place the ritual items in their proper places on the blood star. Place the skull on the star point near the altar. Okay, so here's our bag. So we want the skull, and we want this to be basically where he stood at the star point near the altar. So skull here. I'm going to actually spin it as well. Let's get it facing the right way. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, next. Place the coin of Mammon on the next point to the right. Okay, so I'm guessing clockwise, right? So here. Okay. Counting clockwise, skip a point and place the diamond on the next one. Okay, so skip a point. And then we want the diamond on this one, I guess. Skip a point, right? And then here. Okay. Place the incense on the point that follows the diamond. Will do. Hang on, where is the diamond? I can't see. There's the diamond. So this is going to go on this one. Perfect. And then finally place the infernal marble in the center of the star. Okay. Well, you might want to take a little step to the left. Cha-cha slide.
Signing the devil's contract was an impulsive error. Do not seek to correct one mistake with another.
I like that we just got this open. Anyone looking out that window is going to be like, what are they doing? I might just go ahead and shut those doors.
I don't need any attention.
But this is it. Oh, she's got an owl bear head. No, not the owl bears. So this is cool. I really like this. Like visually, I think this looks really fun. I like the whole process as well of doing the summoning circle to open the portal. I just think it's a fun little gameplay mechanic. They've not overused it. It's not like you have to do this 20 times and it becomes really annoying. It's just like a little straightforward puzzle, and I really like this little moment. So we're going to the hells. Hold my hand and jump right in. We're taking everybody with us except for Jaheira, Halsin, and Minsk, who are not currently in the party, but everybody here is going to basically get dragged into the Hells, to the House of Hope. Are you sure you want to go to the House of Hope? Yes, no, yes. Absolutely. And here we are. We made it. What's up, Karlak? Don't pickpocket her. Stand up. What's up, Karlak? So just a quick look around at this place. We've already been here. We were here in Act 1 when he teleported us here to show off and wind us up a little bit. But we're here on our terms this time. So, Karlak.
Gods, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is all your fault, you know. You're lucky I love you.
She loves us. Why are Gale and Shadowheart so scowly back there? Just stay calm.
Speaking of, my engine is feeling pretty normal. Like it isn't about to explode. Got to admit, it's pretty nice.
I got disapproval. I should have told her I love her.
Contract and get out of here before I get used to feeling like I might live.
I still feel like he has a little bit of difficulty, you know, expressing the love. So his main concern, again, being in a place that is high risk, he's going back to strategy mode. He's not in squishy mode. So that's why I chose that over like, I love you too. If it was the right moment, he'd say he loved her too. But yeah, and he does. He actually does. He just didn't say it. Okay, wait. Have I done everything I wanted to do? I'm panicking. Basement, Devil's Fee. Fire potion all. That seems like a good thing to do. But I am going to wrap up the episode in a second. So I might do the fire potion as prep in between because it's faffy. But yeah, basically we just want to make sure everybody has fire resistance down here because it seems like the obvious thing to do, right? We're in the fiery hells of Avernus. So we're just going to make sure everybody who doesn't already have it is going to have it. And then what else do I want to do? There is one more thing I want to do quickly, just setting up for the next episode.
Let's get
one
going.
more person that I think we should probably meet before we open those doors and explore. So,
at the ready.
Claudia, could you step forward?
Silent. Raphael's doing, no doubt.
Are you okay? Shadowheart, what was that? The Emperor has fallen silent. Interesting. The Tadpole and the Emperor can't reach us here, I guess. Let's have a little read of what this is.
You came. Such a shame. Curiosity killed all the cats. It won't be so kind to you.
I'm a mouse.
As the woman speaks, you hear a distant rattle of chains, and she winces in pain.
The jailer will hear us. I shouldn't be talking to you. I must go. It's not kind to me.
The figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return.
Wait, don't go. Who are you?
The figure shimmers brightly. Your words seem to have piqued her curiosity.
Who am I? Oh, it's my favorite question. I scream it into the dark while I sleep, and whisper it to my memories when I wake. I'm the thing that kills you, and the only reason you're alive.
Dirge?
Made by a promise, undone by the truth. A handshake, a hug, the first beat of a newborn's heart. I am hope. What little is left of her. A guttering candle in a universe of night. I'm not much of a friend to anyone anymore. But I could use a friend myself. Do you want a friend to guide you through this madhouse? I hear the jailer. It hears me. It'll call Raphael, make every question count. Make some of them count twice.
Oh, pressure's on, okay.
This place must house our contract with Raphael. If hope points the way, we might take it and shred it.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm overwhelmed. I need to find my contract. Can you help?
Caveat venditor. Big mistake coming here while Raphael holds all the cards in his claws. But big mistakes correct bigger mistakes. Right? Like scribbling your signature in the first place. Silly little mice. But yes, hope can help. Your contract is here, in this house. It's...
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Shh. Quiet. There it goes. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch.
Oh. It's not really my style.
Now whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate.
Right. Okay, we have a cleric option, which whisper as you would in most intimate prayer. Embody the silence of a slumbering worm, sorcerer. Prepare to speak in your finest stage whisper. Formulate your questions using as few words as possible. Focus on speaking as quietly as possible. Right, I think we should probably go for... I like this option, whisper as you would in most intimate prayer, but I have a -1 to intelligence, so I might not do great on that roll. I think I should go with my advantage. Embody the silence of a slumbering worm. We are draconic ancestors, so I'm going to choose this one, but let's pretend we're doing that one. Okay, give me guidance. Wish me luck. Oh, I've got quite a lot of stuff I can add here. Advantage, Eagle Splendor, yes please. And Astarion can give me guidance as well, so we should have this. Yeah. Woo!
Remember, quiet as a mouse.
Well, I'm notoriously chatty, actually. Mouse by name, chatty by nature. I think that's why Raphael likes me. Sorry, silly. What dangers should I prepare for?
Can the fly prepare for the spider? Can the soot prepare for the spoon? You're dead, dead, dead!
And out of this
All
world.
of them. The traps and the monsters and the humongous balls of fire.
Humongous balls of fire. Gale, can you help with that? And where is my contract?
The same place you'll find your sorry little soul when Raphael rips it out.
My heart?
The paper cage for your soul. Such a tiny thing, but it's one of his favorites. In the archive, down the corridor, past the debtor. Oh, the debtors. They won't like you. But I like you. I know I do. I think I do. I hope I do. I just need to ask one question, and I'll know for sure.
I have a love-hate relationship with Hope. I kind of like her, but she is also annoying. Sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of just gonna stick with Raphael, actually. He's horrible. He's my toxic trait. Dirge over here in the background, standing in the fire, just looking generally epic in the background. I need to ask one question. What is it?
Can you save me? Please, 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 please.
She's got like Saloonite robes on, you know. She's been wearing them for a while. Cordy's been wearing them for a while, and they're the same robes in the similar colouring to, what's her name? Ketherick's daughter, Isabel. So I think she might be a cleric of Saloon. If I can, I will. What needs to be done?
All right. You have to listen very, very, very closely. I will say this only once. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Once you take the contract, the fire will come. And Raphael, you must run, run, run. But don't forget me. Please, please, please. I don't want to burn. Not again.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, hope disappears.
Okay. So we're all in these indebted disguises. Well, not everybody. So it looks like I'm only going to be able to take 4 people with me until I find more of these indebted disguises. So that is the mission for the next video. I'm going to dye the ones that we have to color coordinate them with everybody's outfits because I don't know, I'm shallow or something. And then we're going to investigate the House of Hope. So a lot to do. How long have I actually been recording for? Because I do kind of want to keep going, but I know I'm going to get tired and then it's not going to be a good video. So I'm going to leave it here. And I really like the House of Hope. I think it's a really interesting, good level. There's a lot of sights to see. So we should have an interesting video on the next one. Words are hard. I definitely need to stop recording. Yeah, so I'm going to go forwards. We're going to explore. And yeah, I do have strategy. I do have plan. I'm not going to go into any battles with the whole crew. So I'm not going to cheat and kind of be overpowered for any of the battles. I'm going to take 4 people to places at a time, or 5 if I'm not fighting, because we've got 9 people. But I'm not going to cheat or cheese anything, right? Everything's going to be like legit. So I'm going to take 4 people out in one group first to go and explore. And then I'm going to take a second group out, Dirge's group, to go and find the contract. So basically Dirge is going to go for the contract and Cordia is going to go for Hope. And then I'll see who ends up fighting. Anyone else that might possibly need fighting down here. Spoilers. So that is my plan. I love that he's like, he looks really cold. He's got like cold breath, even though he's like stood in the fiery circle of hell. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna go because I'm just gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna be like Hope. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm just keep saying the same thing. Find the key, take the contract. So yeah, thank you for joining me as always. We are approaching the big finale kind of quests now, so I think we're gonna have an interesting run of episodes. So thank you for joining me. Take care of your faces, and I will see you in the hells. Bye, friends.
Call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god.
Is this part of the show? Praise the absolute.